Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important interview topic in data structures, array with linked list. By the end of the video, you will understand what is an array, what is a linked list, how they work internally, their real world examples, and finding the key difference between them. Let's get started. So what is an array? So array is a collection of elements, the same data type. Okay. So consider this is an example. A, B, C, D, E, F. This is an elements in a continuous array. Okay, which is in the same data type. This is an character. Okay, this array is enclosed within a square brackets. Inside the square brackets, the elements will be stored. Okay, let us have an example. Think an apartment building. Okay, apartment building, apartment 0. Apartment 0 has A, 1 has B, 2 has C, 3 has D. This is like an apartment. Okay, consider this is an apartment. 0 has A, 1 has B, 2 has C, 3 has D, 4 has C, and so on. Okay, to access this particular D apartment, what we need to know? We need to know the index 3. Apartment of 3 is equal to D. You can directly access. Okay, this is called direct access method. Okay, so let us have an example of array. Suppose we are going to store student marks. I'm going to initialize the mark with the space of 5. That means inside the mark array, 5 spaces initialized. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it starts with 0. Index should be in 0. Starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on. So mark array, let me give how it is works. So first student mark 85, second student mark 92, 78, 88, and 95. Okay, here this is an programmatically we are writing. Okay, if we are writing inside an visual array. This is not the original array, this is visual. Okay, 85, 92, 78, 88, 95. Okay, to access this element, now in 78, you can just directly print, can call mark of 2. If you call this directly call mark of 2, it will print the 78. So this is nothing but an unique index. To access the values, you need to call the index values. Here you can see 78 is an index of 2. You need to call 95. You need to call 4. Just if you know the index value, you can directly call the values. This is called array. So now let's see what is a linked list. So what is a linked list so far? So unlike array, a linked list does not store elements in a continuous memory. This is a continuous memory, right? This is in continuous. But linked list does not store the elements in a continuous order. Okay. Linked list has a node, unique node. A node is separated by two parts. One, the data part, and another one is a pointer or address. This pointer will points the next node address. Here the node address is 1000 means this is a 2000. Here the 2000 is connected. Okay. Here 3000. The last node indicates this is the last node F. This will contains null in the address. Why? Because there is no node at the last. After the last node, there is no node. Okay, this is the last node pointing no nodes. So here there is null. Okay, this is an explanation of link. So let us consider a train example. A train. This is an engine. Engine. This is this engine. This is a head node. Okay, head node points the coaches. Coach number one, coach number two, coach number three. Okay, will contain an address. If this is an value of 456, this address is 100, points 100. Okay, this won't store a value. This is a starting node, head node. Head node points the first node. First node contains a value with an address. Last node contains null. Why? Because there is no node at last, which is a unique node, which represents the last node. To access this value 5 at the address of 300, you need to traverse from the first. You need to start from head, then address number 100. By the 100, you need to travel 200 and so on. Okay. To get this 5, you need to traverse 3 methods: header, first node, and second node. This is a not direct access method. Okay, not direct access method. You need to traverse from first. Okay, this is not like an array. In array, you can directly access the element by knowing the address value or index value. Here, you need to start from the first, second, and third. You traverse. If there is an like this is an there's a 100 node. You need to access the 100th element. You need to traverse from head to 99th node. 99th node contains the address of 100th node. By that, you need to access. Traverse from first. So we'll have an example of linked list. So the node A, that means node A stores the address of B. Address. Same. This is node A, node B. B stores the address of C. Node C. So node C contains the address of D. So this is the last node. We can make this null. Okay. So finally, the last node points to null because there is no next node. There is no next node. Okay. The head node points the first head node doesn't contain the value. Yeah. This will contains A and B and so on. Okay. Let's see the difference between arrays and the list. So first, memory allocation. In array, elements are stored in a continuous memory. Okay, we know that the array will be stored in continuous. Once 0 is allocated, then 1, 2, and 3. It is a continuous memory allocation. But in linked list, nodes are stored in non-continuous memory. They are connected using pointers. Okay, here pointers only the elements are stored. Like the last node content that points the next node, next node, next node, like that. Okay. Second, array has a fixed size. Once the array of 5 is initialized, you cannot enlarge the array. You cannot insert more elements. Okay, let us consider once, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is an array of size 5. You need to insert the element 10 into the array. There is no space. You cannot insert. This is an why an array is a fixed size. But linked list is not a fixed size. You can insert many elements inside in linked list by changing the null value. The last node points null, right? Just changing null into the next node address. Here the address, the nth node, okay. Address is 800 means just change this into 800 and make this a null. Okay, you can see this linked list operations in further videos. So access speed. So array. So as I already told that array is a direct access. If I want to access the 100th element, I can directly access it immediately using its index. By the 100th index, we can access the 100th element, or some other index or some other values. It can access it by its index values. Okay. As I already told, if the this is an 100th index or some other 200th index, the value is 100. I can directly call the array of 200. The value 100 will be printed. But in linked list, it must be traversed node by node. To reach 100th node, you need to reach 100 times. That's the basic between array and linked list. In next video, we will explain types of linked list, including singly, doubly linked list with coding examples. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.